And I do really feel this is like one of those weeks where folks really should be paying attention to the weather because day to day things are happening.
Yeah, every day this week is going to be something. And I guess the key thing to know about this week is that it's going to be winter all week. It's going to feel like winter, it's going to look like winter, and the roads, those will be some winter roads for us. We'll get little breaks in between, but this is one of those weeks. Yeah, we have to be ready for this, of course. Here's your Capital Chev Sky Cam. The sun is now setting, and the roads, yeah, as things get even colder, remember all that slushy mess that we had out there today. If you drove through it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All that is freezing on the roads, which means overnight tonight, very slippery roads, especially in those pockets where we had a lot of melting going on. Frozen ice patches in some areas, slushy mess in some areas, and that's the story even for your morning commute tomorrow. So we're gonna have slick road conditions for quite a bit, and we have another couple systems on the way. So first with this one, we're pretty much done with this system. So Calgary is no longer under a snowfall warning, but we could still see another centimeter or two before this is all said and done from system number one, this one that we've been dealing with. Another 5 to 10 centimeters, mainly 5 in communities like Canmore, over through Bragg Creek, Okotoks down to Claresholm, Olds down to Airdrie. Not done with this just yet either. Another 5 centimeters likely, in some localized areas even 10 centimeters. Okay, right now we're dealing with wind chill, and this is nothing yet compared to what we're looking at later this week. So with the wind chill in Calgary, it feels like -5 right now. Claresholm, same idea. Pincher Creek, same idea. Brooks feels like -6. Lethbridge feeling more like -7. Medicine Hat still around that freezing mark. Okay. Here's the snow. We're still dealing again with that little bit, but this is starting to die out a little bit as well. It will creep into tomorrow morning, so flurries are possible on and off through tonight and through tomorrow morning as well. Again, it's not going to be as intense as what we've seen throughout the day today. I want to just advance this. This is the futurecast, and I zoomed out further than I normally would so I can show you the systems that are on the way. We're going to get breaks from this, so expect on and off flurries through this week. Not sure if you can see this, but this is a little bit for tomorrow morning, and then there's that next system on the way, and that will spill over once again to our side of the Rockies when we're looking at getting any sort of moisture. So I want to focus on the 5-day forecast here for you to give you an idea. Capital Chev 5-day forecast. -4 is a high for tomorrow, so even a little cooler tomorrow. Check out the temperatures as we go here. -9 for Wednesday, minus double digits for daytime highs through Thursday, Friday, and through Saturday as well. Now we'll have some flurries carry over to tomorrow morning, and then we'll get some sunshine in the afternoon. Wednesday, we have a couple more centimeters that are possible again with another system, 1 to 3 centimeters. Then we get a break for Thursday, but Thursday night and through Friday should be much like what we had today, 5 to 10 centimeters possible. And again, this system has dragged in much cooler air, and the next system will drag in cooler air as well. So we're stuck with this cooler weather for the rest of this week. All right.
That's a great night to be out. Too far ahead to dictate or say what's going to be happening. But right now, we're in for a doozy.
Here's some winter for you, right?
Okay.
It was coming. We had it coming.
Yeah.
Okay. -3 is the current base temperature. It feels closer to -5, -6 with that wind chill. Today's high was -1. That was really, really early in the morning, and then temperatures dropped throughout the day rather than warmed up. Normal is +1 for this time of year, and we're nowhere near the record of 21.1 on this day. All right, your Capital Chev 5-day forecast again, so I can kind of show you what to expect this week because there's a lot to talk about here. Look at those overnight lows, first of all, in the -teens, which means those cold starts to the mornings. And then you can see temperatures just declining through these next 5 days. On and off snow, but our next big burst of snow is on Friday, Cam.
Thank you so much. Let's see how much more snow is still to come. Danielle joins us now. Is there more snow still falling throughout the evening?
Yes, there is, Tara. I think the one thing to look at with this is that we're done with most of the snow from this system. And I'm going to call the system number 1 because there's a few on the way this week. Now, while we're done with the bulk of the snow for this system number 1, there's still a couple more centimeters possible as we head through tonight and early tomorrow morning. So we're not fully done with it, but the most of it. Anyway, -3 is the temperature right now. With the wind chill, it feels more like -5. And I guess one of the big things to mention with this is we're not getting any warmer this week. The temperatures are going to plummet even further throughout this week. So this is a winter week. Be prepared for that. We're looking at another bulk of snow on Friday, but until then we get a bit of a break tomorrow afternoon, a high of -4, but with the wind chill, it will still feel like -8. I'll have more details in your full forecast, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Let's bring Danielle back in now. So, I mean, we had a really nice fall. We have to admit, we had a really nice fall.
Right, we did.
We're full on into winter now.
Full on into winter. So first half of November, yes, we were babied. We had temperatures well above normal. Now we're in the second half of November, and this entire week will be wintry. In fact, temperatures will drop significantly throughout the week, so we're going to get colder and colder. And this is just system number 1 that we're dealing with. There's a few more to come. More snowfall in the forecast. I'm sure you get my point by this point. All right, let's talk about where we're at right now. Another 5 to 7 centimeters still possible before this is all said and done. And this is for the areas still under the snowfall warning. So Olds down to Airdrie, over to Canmore, Bragg Creek, Okotoks down to Claresholm. Again, this is going to carry into tomorrow morning, but it is lightening up. This is starting to weaken at this point. So we're done with the bulk of it, but there's still a little more on the way. For us here in Calgary, a couple more centimeters, certainly possible before this is all said and done. All right. With the wind chill at this point, just feeling like the base temperature because at the airport, the winds are relatively calm right now. Claresholm, -6 is what it feels like with the wind chill. Pincher Creek, -7, same in Lethbridge and in Brooks. Medicine Hat just above that freezing mark, not dealing with wind chill just yet. All right, so here's that system. It is starting to peter out a little bit. However, we're still going to be dealing with snowfall again on and off. At this point, we can look at it as flurries on and off through parts of even tomorrow morning. Another key thing to mention is that there was a lot of slushy mess out there on the roads. That's all freezing overnight tonight. So very slick road conditions, especially in some spots overnight tonight through tomorrow morning, with a little bit of snowfall still in the forecast. So be prepared for another tricky drive to work if you do have to drive to work tomorrow morning or to school. All right, I zoomed out on this a little further than I usually do, so you can see the systems on the way. But what we do have to look at here, we have a little bit more spillover, again, possible in the morning hours tomorrow. And then that system is all said and done, sunshine for the afternoon in Calgary. And then here's another system. We will get more spillover on Wednesday. This one not as significant, but when the core of it gets here on Friday, yes, we're looking at snow amounts similar to what we had with this system. So Capital Chev 5-day forecast. -4 is a high for tomorrow. Check out the temperatures as we go here. -9 by Wednesday, minus double digits for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Overnight lows in the -teens, so that means cold starts to the day as well. And then we have flurries possible tomorrow morning. Then we get a bit of a break. Wednesday, another 1 to 3 centimeters possible. And then Thursday night and through Friday, another 5 to 10 centimeters certainly possible with the next system.
Oh, come on. They keep saying that.
They say that every year.
They're not going to beat them.
You cannot beat
They don't have what it takes.
No, they don't. I'm sorry to say. Yeah. All right, well, how much enthusiasm can you muster on a Monday? Hopefully you jumped into the new week just like this. Right. These are Safaka lemurs of Madagascar. These silly simians are known for their long leaping strides, often mistaken for kind of cool dance moves, but they are very enthusiastic about life and all it offers.
Well, it seems like they jump right in your arms, right? I mean, come here.
I would say this is what the people of Windsport did this morning.
Yes, I think you're right. The snow started to fly and they were happy.
Right.
Well, cats in Calgary, as you know, they're not allowed to roam freely outdoors, but here's an idea for you. That's a little tent. So this is the only way these owners could get their kitty outside, let it play, without worrying that it would run away. They bought it a tent. I have a feeling it might still try to make a getaway, but it's not going anywhere fast. Like,
I think we'll find you, right?
Yes. Even if it got out of the yard, you would see it going down the street, so you could scoop it up.
It's not tumbleweed.
No.
You're in there. We know it.
I guess that's one way to do it. Well, you know the expression, we don't need to reinvent the wheel, but maybe we do. Researchers in South Korea have designed a shape-shifting wheel. It is meant to be fitted on wheelchairs or other mobility devices, allowing them to go over stairs and speed bumps and other obstacles with better ease. So the wheels are said to be able to handle speeds of up to 30 kilometers an hour, which means they could eventually be used on all sorts of vehicles.
That's brilliant.
That is really cool, actually.
Oh.
Wow.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Very cool.
Capital Chev Skywatch camera. The camera maybe not showing it so great with this shot because it's nighttime, but it is snowing out there. We're looking at on and off flurries. Again, the bulk of it done, but on and off flurries through tonight and into tomorrow morning, plus all of that slushy mess that was out there. Let's say it, the morning commute was awful. If you had to drive out in it, I was out in it, I get it. All of that slushy mess, freezing out there right now, so there will be icy patches. There will be messy patches in the morning, plus a few flurries here and there, plus it will get colder and colder. So be prepared for more winter driving if you do have to drive to work or school tomorrow morning. -3 is the current temperature. Today's high was -1. Let's talk about wind chill really quick. The winds are calm at the moment, so we're not dealing with wind chill at the airport anyway in Calgary. But Claresholm feels closer to -6, Lethbridge -7 with that wind chill. This is starting to taper off, but again, we're still dealing with some flurries on and off in through tomorrow morning. Be prepared for that. Just to give you the timeline, as we get into this evening, we're going to still see a couple of pockets, and then this should start to really taper off by about 7, 8 in the morning. And then by the afternoon, we are looking at sunny skies, but they won't be warm skies at all out there. 3 for Kamloops and Kelowna. Fernie looking at some snowfall. Edmonton -6, and mainly cloudy skies. Rocky Mountain House down the mountains in through Calgary, Banff, Canmore. We have the potential flurries in the morning and then clearing out in the afternoon. Lethbridge looking at a high of -1. Capital Chev 10-day trend showing you that today and tomorrow, the warmest days of the next 10. By Thursday, we're looking at daytime highs in the minus double digits. And by Friday, we're looking at a big burst of snow once again, Tara.
Cool stuff. All right, we're going to give the last word to Danielle because there's a lot going on out there.
So much to talk about here. But basically, be prepared for winter. This is not a one-day thing. This is, 10 days at least. So beginning of November was very spring-like. This is very winter-like. -4 tomorrow, and then minus double-digit highs by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we are looking at on and off flurries possible. So another big little wave of it on Wednesday, about 1 to 3 centimeters, and another bigger wave of snow back Thursday night and through Friday, another 5 to 10 centimeters. All right, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. And this is Ron Jeffrey from Woodbine. So Ron, thank you for sending that in. And a nice little shout out to give you the warm and fuzzies in this cold weather. Darren Schroeder, a school bus driver, would like to give a shout out to 2 gentlemen who helped him get his bus unstuck, can I say it like that, on 8th Street Southwest this morning. They got the kids to school, and he wants to say thank you to fellow Calgarians.
Very nice. Good work. Thanks for your company tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.